Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Rockett Arena on the campus of Salem State University for this afternoon's Northeastern Conference boys hockey matchup here on Headers Hockey on YouTube. Glad you could join us. I'm Steve Clay. We've got Beverly and Marblehead, and it's always a cliche to keep the fans interested, but it is not a cliche today. This is a big game. It's a big game for both teams. Both teams are jockeying for position in the upcoming MIAA Division II boys hockey tournament. Marblehead desperately trying to hang on in the top 16 so they can get a first-round home game. And Beverly trying to improve their standings. They're right now in the mid-20s so they can get a little bit higher and get a less imposing foe in the first round of the tournament. These two teams played on December 27th. It was a little bit of a different environment. It was the consolation game of the Gloucester Bank tournament. Beverly was missing a bunch of kids due to COVID, and Marblehead was able to come out with a 4-0 victory that day. This Beverly team is back at full strength, and they are 4-1-1 in their 6 games under interim head coach Jim Sasso, who took over after an on-ice incident, Beverly against Danvers, earlier this year. So Beverly is ready to revenge their December loss, and the Headers look to come out strong and play a solid game in their last regular season game here at Rockett Arena. They are very hopeful that they will get a first-round playoff game back in this building because they have really enjoyed having that home ice advantage here all season long. Headers lost on Monday night up in Bedford, New Hampshire to a very good Bedford, New Hampshire team ranked second in Division I in New Hampshire. They lost that game 4-1. That dropped them back to 7-2 on the season. It's a busy next couple of days for the Headers. They play tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday. And we'll tell you more about tomorrow and Tuesday as we get into it. But for right now, we're going to have the playing of our national anthem. So it's the Panthers and the Headers set to have some hockey action here on a Saturday afternoon in February. And it will be 2 number 30s in net for each team. Nick Peters will get the start for Marblehead. Jimmy O'Connell will get the start in goal for the Panthers. Nick Peters and Griffin Winter have been splitting time in the Headers net. Nick Peters did have a 4-0 shutout over this Beverly team earlier in the year, so perhaps that's why Chris Wells going with Peters, and 2 freshmen on the starting line for Marblehead, and faceoffs, which have been a problem for Marblehead all year long. Immediately, freshman Kyle Hart wins the first draw, and Marblehead able to get it in deep. Wyman gets it deep, and now Beverly will try and work it out. Looking near side, this is Cameron Cook. He'll dump it in on Peters, and Nick Peters is able to hang on to it for the faceoff just underway here in the first. And quickly, Chris Wells changing up. He'll get a new line and a new pair of D. It was Wyman, Hart, and Karen to start with Aiden Jalbert and Matty Titus on D. And now the second line out for Marblehead, and Connor Jalbert on the break on that second line, trying to look into the middle, but Matthew Capichetti with a good defensive play. Picks up the puck behind the net and will try and work it out. Cook has it along the boards, back to the point. Hogan Sedke pinches in, able to keep it. Ryan in the middle, shot just whistled wide by Jalbert. Now Sedke puts it wide. This one comes back. Aiden Ryan will try and play it back to the point. Ryan Clay puts it off a foot and now gets it back into the corner. Aiden Ryan will put it deep. Connor Jalbert will look, and now we'll try and throw it back door to Aiden Ryan. Can't connect. Sedke to Ryan. Ryan takes a big hit from Cook on the boards, but manages to keep it alive. And now Beverly able to break it out. This is Meza. Tries to put it deep, but throws it into the Marblehead bench. So a good shift for Marblehead. And they keep the pressure in the Beverly zone. Can't come up with anything. And now out at center ice, we'll have Chris Locke's line for Marblehead with Eli Feingold and Carter Laramie. And Lyndon Dyer and Cam Patrick on defense for Marblehead. This is Gavin Lawrence for Beverly, trying to circle it around. And the pass comes over. Jackson Thomas will get it all the way out. Here's an opportunity coming down, and the shot, Peters able to fend it off. Has a good opportunity early there for Beverly as the shot came from Jeff Hallinan. Beverly able to forecheck and keep it in, but now it's taken by Christopher Locke. He'll circle behind his own net. Try for the long stretch pass to Eli Feingold, but is taken by Thomas. Thomas will bring it back in. Good D there. Marblehead, though, can't clear it. Panthers able to keep it in. They get it behind the net. Lyndon Dyer will chase it. Dylan Alvis is right on top of him. And this one is up and into the netting. And thankfully, at the high school level, that is not a minor penalty. Otherwise, Marblehead would be shorthanded. But instead, it is just a face-off to the right of Nick Peters, and it'll be Kyle Hart again as that today's starting line back out for Marblehead. There's a pass that comes across into the slot. Good opportunity, but it's scaled through Alvis's stick. Aiden Jalbert was right there on defense. Now Jalbert gets it to Matty Titus, who can't connect with James Karen. Now Karen back checking at center ice. Makes a nice move to get around. Brings it in. Tries the backhand looking for Drake Wyman, but can't get it to him. And it'll come back to center ice where Aiden Jalbert will immediately play it back in. Takes a funky bounce. And Beverly able to start it right up. Alvis will get it deep. Matty Titus with it. Cannot get it to Lavaroni. It is stopped by Cook, and he'll get it in deep. Now a chance in the corner. Back to the point. This is Timmy Sullivan. Down deep, Meza tried to tip, but couldn't get it any closer to on net. Now a long pass, just tipped away by Sullivan. Good D, or it would have sent Connor Jalbert in all alone. Aiden Ryan with it. He'll come back to Connor Jalbert. Jalbert will take it behind the net. He'll look back in the slot. Aiden Ryan gets it off toward the net. Hit a couple of bodies getting through. Ryan Clay will just keep it in. Took a funny bounce off the boards on him. Hogan Sedke will play it over, and Marblehead keeps it out of the zone. This one's put in deep, but it'll be a delayed offside, so Marblehead has time to reset. They come back out to Connor Jalbert at center ice. And now Lavaroni tries to make a move. Whistle blows, and it is offside. 10:47 left to go in the first. No score some good chances on either end. Marblehead probably the better of the chances in the early going. And now it'll be Christopher Locke to take the draw. Puck pops up, but not into the Beverly bench. Pinballed around a little bit at center ice, and now the Panthers will get it in. Rocco Orlandella gets it in, but Eli Feingold gets it back out. This is Carter Laramie trying to work through good defensive back pressure, but Feingold comes up with it, tries to get it to Laramie. Now Laramie will take it into the corner. Nice play back to Feingold. Feingold puts it into the slot. Cam Patrick rushes in to try and get into the play, but it just bounces away from him. And now a racing hit by Carter Laramie on the near boards, and that sends a signal. Marblehead played a really physical game on Monday night against Bedford, New Hampshire, and they responded to it later on in the game, but came out today clearly showing that they could play that kind of a game as well. Now for Beverly, this is Bikini with a shot that goes wide. Rebound bounces all the way out. Drake Wyman tries to put it in the middle. Now Kyle Hart with it. Hart with the shot, saved by O'Connell. Hart with it behind the net. Stops, plays it down to James Karen. Karen will play it back to the point. Maddie Titus will play it back into Karen. Karen leaves it behind. Wyman trying to get to it. Now the puck off the board, bounces out. Karen tries to get the shot off, but Timmy Sullivan with good defensive pressure there. And now Capichetti will get it around, and the Panthers able to get it out. Aiden Jalbert slips, and that's able to set up a potential odd man rush. And the shot by Beverly hits a body going through and out of trouble before it gets to Nick Peters. Now for Marblehead, Leveroni tries to take it deep. Jalbert picks it off. The shot goes wide, goes off O'Connell. Now back to the point. Sedke tries to get it to Leveroni, but it comes all the way back out, and Marblehead will chase it out. It's going to be icing on Beverly with 8:29 left to go in the first. No score. Been a good, solid first period for both teams. Beverly, who, as we said at the top, has played much better under Jim Sasso in the last 6 games, 4-1-1. And now off the face-off, it hops over Leveroni's stick, and now here's a chance. Good kick there by Hogan Sedke to keep it out of trouble. Ryan Clay will chase it, but he's being chased by Austin Bernard, and Marblehead able to just clear it out to center ice. Put back in on Peters. It'll bounce aside. Ryan Clay will pick it up. He'll play it all the way reversed, and Hogan Sedke gets clobbered, but able to come out of it with the puck and get a rush ahead just onside. Now Connor Jalbert tries to stick it under the crossbar, but O'Connell with a nice play. Clay able to pinch, but Marblehead just can't keep it in at the blue line. Thrown in on O'Connell. Connor Jalbert chasing it, comes up with it, and Marblehead gets pretty much the full change behind Jalbert. Carter Laramie fighting for it in the corner, but now it pops out, and Bikini has it, tries the geometry pass, and Lyndon Dyer able to get back there nicely. Jeff Hallinan had the lead, was trying to get after it. Now there's a nice play by Locke, who takes a couple of hits, but gets Laramie in, comes into the middle. Opportunity for Marblehead, but it was Cam Patrick rushing in, but just couldn't connect on it. And now it's taken by Beverly, and they'll try the long cross-ice pass. Orlandello will get it in deep, but it's played nicely around by Marblehead, and they're able to bring it out. This is Locke. Locke with Feingold. Locke's going to shoot. It goes wide, but bounces in the corner. Shot back on net by Feingold. Turned away by Jimmy O'Connell. And Now Aiden Jalbert will take it from Marblehead, does a nice job hanging onto the puck and tries to turn it into a rush. He'll at least get it in deep, and the Marblehead forecheckers will chase after it. Hart keeps it in at the blue line. Now James Karen with an opportunity, gets the shot off, but has it affected from behind. Now we'll come back to the point. Jalbert with a rifle just wide. Matty Titus keeps it in. He'll bring it down low and then has to race back. No one covering the point for him. Now the stick handle by Hart goes off the referee, and then the referee falls. Hart comes out with it. He'll come to Titus. Titus with the wrist shot, and it is handled by O'Connell. But if anybody had been on the doorstep for Marblehead, they might have had a chance to get a stick in the way on that. 5:35 left to go in the first. Still no score. Marblehead and Beverly. The Jalbert Ryan Leveroni line will stay out. And this one is sent all the way down, and that's going to be icing. Chased down by Bernard and Cook, but to no avail. As quickly, it'll be an icing and a face-off down in the Beverly zone to the right of Jimmy O'Connell, who's been tested early with a couple of shots. Now Leveroni gets one off, and O'Connell is square to it and able to hang on to it for another face-off. A much cooler February day than it was a week ago when Marblehead played a little bit of kind of a tractor pull game against Danvers. This one trickles in on Peters, and he's able to stop it for the face-off with 5:14 left to go. So now it's gotten a little choppy here in the last couple of 30 seconds or so with a bunch of different face-offs. Now Hogan Sedke will put it around. He's looking for Leveroni. Leveroni can't get to it. Ryan Clay able to get it out of the zone. Beverly throws it back in. Panthers are able to clear. Hogan Sedke will pick it up, and he'll start out. He'll get it to Connor Jalbert. Jalbert will play it back to Clay. Clay will get it to center ice and throw it in the corner. Marblehead forecheckers will chase. Now Beverly able to get it out. Coming through the middle is Bernard. It'll go to the corner. Bernard and Clay collide and go down, but now Bernard chasing Sedke from behind. Now Bernard able to make a nice forecheck and keep it in, but now Sedke's going to get it up to Connor Jalbert, and Jalbert will start it through center ice. Brings it into the zone, tries to dangle, kind of lost control of the puck as Jackson Thomas collides with Carter Laramie. Now there's a good back check by Connor Jalbert. He'll clear it out. It'll be cleared back in. And while Beverly's changing, Cam Patrick will get it over to Lyndon Dyer, and Dyer will get it out to center ice. Under 4 minutes left to go in a scoreless first period as the puck comes back into the Marblehead zone. Dyer, couple of forecheckers on him, plays it over. Patrick tries to play it into the middle, and it's going to wind up on Eli Feingold's stick. Feingold brings it in, and Bobby Massa just getting back there on D. Patrick, who stepped in, will try and keep it in. There's a shot whistled over the net by Carter Laramie, and Lyndon Dyer will get it back in. Marblehead will clear and then change, and now the puck comes back out, and Beverly is going to just get it deep. Hallinan backhands it, but they're going to say Hallinan didn't touch it, and so that pass that originally came from behind the red line is going to be icing. So good opportunity for Marblehead with 3:14 left to go to get an offensive zone faceoff, and the Wyman Hart Karen line comes back out. Hart wins another draw, and this one's put in. Actually, this line is Hart, Andy Titus, and Karen, and Andy Titus able to get a shot in on net. Hart will take the draw again. Again wins it back to Titus. Titus back to his brother. Shot comes in, turned away by O'Connell. And comes all the way around. Beverly gets it out to center ice. And Matty Titus will just clear it down in. Hart can't keep it in the zone. And now a chance for Beverly. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be offside on Beverly. Was Bradley McAlpine. Sorry, that was Jack Cameron, number 26, with McAlpine on that rush, but it is offside. 2:47 left in the first. And Aiden Ryan on the draw. This one's backhanded in. Peters will stop it and just hang on for the faceoff, which will be to his left. Nick Peters with a 3.21 goals against average coming into this game. Couple of shutouts on the year. And it was really the game against Beverly in the consolation of the bank tournament up in Gloucester that really started the turnaround for Marblehead, as this one's tipped in by Meza. Aiden Jalbert is back for it. He takes the hit from Meza. Meza comes out with it. Tries to get it out in front. Now there's a wrist shot, and Peters is square to it and makes the save. Bobby Massa with the shot from the point, and Peters able to make a nice save on that. That was the key for Peters in that first matchup against Beverly. Marblehead coach Chris Wells talked to him a little bit before the game and really worked on his angles, moving side to side, and he was square to a lot more shots in that game than he had been in the first couple of games of the year, and it was a key to Marblehead coming out on top there. Now Ryan Clay will work it around to Laramie, who gets it out to center ice. Locke can't tap it ahead, but now Clay stops it, survives the hit, gets it a little bit deeper, but Beverly will take over in their own zone as we're under 2 minutes left to go. Eli Feingold trying to put pressure on Massa, and now Beverly able to come the other way and get it back out. This one misses Orlandella, and it'll come behind the Marblehead net. Clay takes it, but has it taken away from him. Pass out in front just goes through the crease as battles on both sides. Now Clay will reverse it nicely to Laramie. It just goes outside the zone. The whistle doesn't blow for the offside. It could have, but it leaves Marblehead with an opportunity, and Feingold's shot goes off of Timmy Sullivan's skate. Now there's a chance in front as the puck came back in, and Eli was almost kind of cherry picking there in front of the net. Puck came right towards him, and he almost had a shot at putting it back in. This one comes in on Peters, but he will turn it aside for Aiden Jalbert. Under a minute left to go, and Hart with it. Lots of Beverly players around him, and it'll get dumped in deep by Austin Bernard. Matty Titus will work it around. Karen tries to get it out. Now a second effort backhand by James Karen is able to get it out. It's taken. Now there's a big hit on Connor Sheridan by Cameron Cook. As you're seeing Connor Sheridan for the first time tonight. Long pass trying to free Austin Bernard, but nice play by Jalbert. 13 seconds left. Jalbert trying to keep it alive. Stopped by Connor Jalbert. Now a quick opportunity, but overskated and just dumped deep. And that is going to be the end of the first period of play. So entertaining hockey. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately, but it has been pretty entertaining. And Marblehead and Beverly play to a scoreless end of the first period. So that's going to do it for us for the first. We will take a break for the intermission, and we will be back with second period action for you right after this. Welcome back to Headers Hockey on YouTube. We're ready for the second period of action. And as always, want to say hello to everybody watching in all the far-flung places. You know, we've got Texas and South Carolina and lots of other folks represented watching Marblehead and Beverly getting ready to go for the second period of action. Marblehead going from left to right in front of us. And now quickly a chance right off the bat, but not a lot of offense perhaps going to get going in this first few minutes, as there's a puck that bounces crazily. The ice is very wet from the Zamboni, needs a little bit more time to set, but players are back out for the second period. There's a puck that rolls all the way in on both sides. Cameron Cook rolled one in, and now we've got a cross-checking penalty, and I believe Marblehead's going to be on the penalty kill, as it looks like Carter Laramie going to the box for the cross-check behind the net, and that'll put Marblehead on the penalty kill. 2 minutes for cross-checking just as the second period gets started. Aiden Ryan ties up Meza. And now there's a shot right from in front, and somewhere it's under Peters, and he's able to hang on to it for the whistle. That came back out to Matthew Meza, and he was able to get a solid shot off that got under Peters, but he was able to trap it for the faceoff. Now clean faceoff win is back on Peters again, and he's able to just hang on to it. That came from Gavin Lawrence. And Marblehead again losing the faceoff. Again a shot in on Peters, and again a save by Peters. So Marblehead really having trouble again on the faceoffs, and now, not surprisingly, they're going to make a couple of changes, and Andy Titus is going to come out and take the draw now. He loses as well as a shot in on Peters. Once again, Peters able to save it. So the 19 seconds so far elapsed in this penalty have taken feels like about 20 minutes. And now again, Chris Wells is going to change up, and now they're going to have Eli Feingold taking the draw. Meza has been good on the draws, and finally Marblehead able to win one, but in the corner they put two on the puck. Beverly able to come up with it. Shot is saved, and nice clear by Lyndon Dyer. Now all the way behind the Beverly net. Panthers will try and start. Feingold, though, able to tip it away. Bernard will play it back. And now Meza will work it over. Chris Locke able to play it up and just out of the zone. 1:02 left on the penalty. Goes in deep. Hogan Sedke goes back for it. He's able to get it away from the initial wave of attackers. But now it comes back in. Bernard tries to look in front for Jackson Thomas. And now is another pass in front. Chris Locke able to just get it out of trouble, and it comes all the way back to center ice. 38 seconds left to go on the power play for Beverly, as Lawrence will play it up to Cook. And this one comes out, and Sedke able to move up, and now he's able to get it deep, and he will chase and forecheck. Nope, he's going to peel off and come back as full-scale change for Marblehead, but Beverly gets it back to center ice. Orlandello will bring it over. He'll hold. Now he'll leave it for Capichetti. Tries to get the puck back. Aiden Jalbert trying to stand him up in the corner. Now the puck back to Capichetti. Penalty is over. The shot is deflected by Aiden Ryan, and the long clear will go all the way down and be icing, but Marblehead will take that opportunity to get reset as they kill off the penalty. 12-13 left to go in the second. No score. Been a pretty defensive game so far, with some good chances on either side. There's a face-off win by Beverly, but now Maddie Titus able to get it, looking to try and get it around too. Now it comes through to Connor Jalbert. Jalbert tries to flip it to Aiden Ryan, but Beverly able to get it up. Titus comes up and plays the man, and Hayden Leveroni able to swing around and get it. He's able to, it just barely ticked off of Connor Jalbert's stick, and the official said that is not enough to constitute possession, and that's going to be an icing. So again, faceoff comes all the way back to the right of Nick Peters, and Hart will come out to take the faceoff. He wins it cleanly, and that's been one of the best developments of the day for the headers, is that freshman Kyle Hart moved into the middle on this line, has been a very good faceoff man. Now Matty Titus will take it behind his own net. He'll work it out and just comes back out to center ice, but Hart can't connect with it. Now the play goes back off, but is stopped at the point. There's a redirection opportunity. Jalbert just gets to it, but it's kept in at the point. But now he's able to get it again, and he'll pick it up in stride. Try and get it deep, but he can't get around Jackson Thomas. Now the puck comes all the way back to the point, and Lyndon Dyer will throw it in deep, and Marblehead's forward line is going to change. Here comes Carter Laramie. Like a freight train, manages to keep the puck deep. Still has it, tries to throw it out in front. Cam Patrick gets it toward the net, comes back. Locke able to stop it at the point. Now he looks in the slot to Laramie. Laramie tries to leave it back. Puck still a scramble in the middle of the net, and Beverly is just going to flat out ice it and say, we'll take our chances again getting reset. Locke and Laramie had a couple of opportunities right up close, with an opportunity to get the first goal of the game this afternoon. Now the Locke line will stay out there. Marblehead will change the D pair, and there's a shot that goes over the net. Ryan Clay able to keep it in at the point, gets it in deep. Laramie chases it around. He gets it back. Sedke with a good shot. It stopped going through. Now Locke with a chance, just puts it over. Clay moves in. His pass goes off, and now an opportunity for Beverly, but Sedke with the wheels able to get back, and Clay able to control it. He'll take it back behind his own net, and now goes against the grain, is able to get it out. Laramie kicks it up onto his stick. He'll put it down deep. Get back out in front, but nobody there for Marblehead, as this one is again iced. And Marblehead starting to forecheck a little better and start to tilt the ice a little bit towards Beverly goaltender Jimmy O'Connell. It'll be the Jalbert, Ryan, Leveroni forward line now for Marblehead. Beverly able to win the draw. Matty Titus moves in, makes a nice play there, but Beverly battles to try and clear the zone. Now Hayden Leveroni comes in, picks it out nicely, but has it taken away. Connor Jalbert still working for it. He gets pummeled, but gets back up and gets back into the play. Now Aiden Ryan with it behind the net. Ref can't get out of the way, and Beverly able to come out. 3-on-2 possibility. Hallinan will leave it back, and Connor Jalbert is able to get back nicely with the back check and get a stick on the shot of DJ Bacchini and send it into the netting. 9 minutes left to go in the second period. And in a game we said at the top, both teams really, really want to win. It has been played more defensively than you might have expected coming in. Both teams, that sort of feeling out process took a while, and that is a shot that is whistled by, and another shot that Peters is able to knock away. Marblehead able to just flip it out to center ice, and now here's a chance. Connor Jalbert breaking in, just misses over the glove. Had the opportunity and just couldn't put it over the glove of Jimmy O'Connell. Back out by Beverly now. And there's a solid hit. The whistle's going to blow. And the two number 8s banging into each other. Senior captain defenseman Aiden Ryan and senior captain forward DJ Bacchini. Just a full-on collision, and whistle blows because it was a helmet jarring collision. Now Andy Titus will get it in deep, and he will chase it into the corner. Good forecheck, and puck freed loose. Back to the point. Sedke comes through, just cleared away. Kept in at the point, and O'Connell didn't know that it was, and now one comes right near the front, and the shot on the score! James Karen with the score for Marblehead. And that whole play started when Beverly thought it was going to be offside, that it had cleared the zone, and they all kind of let up a little. And it was kept in. And in the ensuing chaos around the net, James Karen with the goal. That's his 4th of the year, and it gives Marblehead the 1-0 lead. And finally, we have a goal in this game. Dyer tied up in the corner. Locke is there to help. Feingold is there, and now Beverly is able to kick the puck free, and there's a shot kicked out by Peters. And Sedke is able to clear it out. Now Locke with a chance, 2-on-1 potential. Now followed up by Laramie. That one goes off the pad of O'Connell. And now quickly, Marblehead back for it. Dyer will work it up and out, and that one is going to go for icing. So Marblehead with the goal. We'll listen for the announcement. I believe it's Karen. Not sure who's going to get the assists on that. Lyndon Dyer kept it in at the point, but now here's a chance. Connor Jalbert works his way around, has his hands touched at the last minute. So now is a shot back in, and it's going to be held up by Peters. The PA a little low this afternoon. I did hear Kyle Hart on one of the assists, and we'll check the scoring between periods. Shot right off the draw. Peters able to stick it aside. Aiden Jalbert is able to get it out to center ice. This one's put back in. Ryan Clay able to corral it. He gets it out to center ice where Aiden Ryan can't get it ahead. Now Bacchini comes in. His shot is tipped wide. Bacchini with a tough angle shot. Bunted down by Aiden Jalbert. Jalbert can't get a lot on it, but a nice play by his brother Connor to bail him out and keep it in. Connor Jalbert with the shot. Just held on a millisecond too long, and Bobby Massa able to get back on defense and tip that one up into the netting. May have noticed the clock in the score bar went out, and there's a very good reason for that. That is because the scoreboard here at Rockett Arena just went out. Sometimes all you got to do is just unplug it and plug it back in. So at least I will say this. At least the end that's working is the end where we have our clock camera pointed, so that's good. But now you can see we're back 6-0 and under, as we're under 6 minutes left to go in the second period. Matty Titus chases this one back. Kyle Hart runs some nice interference for the headers. Another puck hitting the official. This time a puck hits Jack Cameron, but now Marblehead able to get it back out to center ice. Hart with it. He's got Andy Titus with him. Hart into the right wing corner. Still trying to control it. Now Karen will play it back to the point. Sedke winds up, but his wrist shot attempt is blocked, but he'll get it back after it goes off of Alvis's stick at center ice. And this one's put in deep by Titus. Quickly the long outlet, but over to cover it nicely is the fastest man on the Marblehead team, Christopher Locke. And now Laramie gets it to Dyer, who gets it in deep for Marblehead. Locke with Feingold. Now he's just going to reverse it down deep. Carter Laramie is bodied off the puck, but he's going to get it back from Feingold. Now Feingold will step in off the half boards, and he scores! Eli Feingold looked like a bad angle shot. He just threw it toward the far post, and that one got in past Jimmy O'Connell, and it is 2-0 Marblehead. So the headers played a solid defensive game and just hung around and waited for their chances, and they have gotten a couple of them here in the last few minutes, and Eli Feingold throwing that one far side and getting the goal. That's Eli's 10th goal of the year, and it puts Marblehead up 2-0 with 4:42 left to go in the second period. Stay with us as we get ready for the beginning of the third period. We'll have a little update on an event that should be taking place this weekend, but unfortunately is not, that a lot of these Marblehead players have participated in past years. So 6 and 17 on the assists. As Marblehead continues now to pressure, gets it deep. Aiden Ryan takes it, tries to leave it for Connor Jalbert, but now the puck comes back out, and an opportunity for Meza, but ridden off nicely by Aiden Jalbert. Now Hayden Leveroni will bring it up. Chased from behind, manages to fight it off, and fires a wrist shot right into the glove of O'Connell. The Hart line is back out for Marblehead with Sedke and Clay paired on defense. And Beverly comes out of it with the puck. Sedke steps up to make a hit. Now Clay with it. He'll take it behind his own net. Nice move there. He'll play it around, and Marblehead will get it up. Drake Wyman over to Sedke. He bounces it nicely to Karen. Karen will chase it into the corner. Jackson Thomas stopped and tried the reverse hit. This puck comes out in front. Now we've got a whistle behind the play, and Thomas and Karen, I don't know if they're both going or if it's going to be James Karen on a retaliation, but they were both going at it, and it is just going to be the one. It is just going to be senior assistant captain Jackson Thomas. Karen was coming in on the forecheck. Jackson Thomas stopped and tried the reverse hit, and that led the two of them to kind of go at it a little bit, and Thomas got called for the penalty. So Marblehead on the power play with just about 3 minutes left to go here in the second. 2 second period goals have given the headers a 2-0 lead. Jalbert and Locke get it back and forth to each other. Now Connor Jalbert will leave it to his brother Aiden. Aiden looking for the aerial pass to Carter Laramie, but it had too much aerial on it. And Laramie couldn't handle it back behind his own net. Connor Jalbert will work it out for the headers. He'll try the pass to Locke, and that one's going to come all the way down and go for icing. So 1:16 left to go on the power play, but the faceoff comes all the way back to Nick Peters' right. And Kyle Hart comes out to take it and wins it once again. Now here's a move by Hogan Sedke. Sedke will rush it himself. Makes a nice move at the blue line, and they're going to call that it is offside. And Hogan Sedke shaking his head. Didn't agree, but did manage to get the shot off. That caused a little bit of consternation on the Panther side, but it's all good now. Hart looked like he was trying to win it ahead. Did, and this one comes back to Peters, who will leave it for Sedke. Sedke will take it again, now makes the pass out. Hart leaves it, but now it's put back in for Beverly by Cook. Hart will take it behind his own net, 48 seconds left to go. And now Karen just has it flip over his stick, and it comes all the way back. So Marblehead's second power play unit not able to get much of anything going. Hart has it taken away by Cook. Cook gets one towards net, goes off Sedke's stick. Sedke's able to sweep it away. Aiden Ryan can't get it in the corner, but now with 24 seconds left, Aiden Ryan will circle it and bring it out. And he will take it over the blue line, take it deep. Looking for who he has out in front. He'll get it back to the point. Sedke comes back to Ryan. Back to Sedke. His shot is blocked. Leveroni whistles it and scores! Hayden Leveroni, with a little bit of space, is very dangerous. Trying to get under that crossbar, and with 2 seconds left on the power play, that's a power play goal for Hayden Leveroni, and Marblehead now leads 3-0. 1:22 left to go in the period. That is Hayden Leveroni's 13th goal of the year. It comes on the power play, and definitely tough to leave him left in the slot all by himself, as Hayden Leveroni is able to get under that crossbar very, very easily. So now a little bit of breathing room for Marblehead, but they're going to keep pressing, I'm sure, and try and at least get into the dressing room with the 3-0 lead as we get into the last minute of play here in the period. Now is a puck out in the slot, and there's a trip that is going to get called. So Marblehead with the opportunity. Matty Titus with the shot. O'Connell just got a piece of that. Chris Locke is back, and Marblehead has pulled Peters for the extra attacker with the delayed penalty. And now the whistle is going to blow, and Peters is going to go right back out into the net. But it is going to be a tripping call with 44 seconds left to go, as McAlpine goes to the box for the trip. And Marblehead, who just scored a power play goal, will go back on the power play with under a minute left to go in the second period. Locke. Faceoff goes into the corner for Beverly. They're able to clear it all the way out. Aiden Jalbert tried to get it with his foot, but couldn't. 35 seconds left to go. Penalty has not been posted on the board, so we'll see what happens to that between periods. But now Connor Jalbert can't get it. Opportunity coming the other way for Cook, but Marblehead gets back nicely, and Eli Feingold has it. Cook with the forecheck. Feingold able to just knock it up. 10 seconds left to go. This one's sent all the way back down, and that is probably going to kill off the second period of play. But 3 goals for the headers in the second stanza, and they take that 3-0 lead into the second intermission. We're going to take a break with you as well. We'll be back with third period action as you see the Headers leave the ice after their successful second stanza of play. We'll be back with third period action after this. Welcome back to Headers Hockey. We're ready for the third period of play, but before we get started on the third period, I want to take a quick opportunity to show you a quick picture from last night. This is the Marblehead team at their team dinner last night, and what's in the back there is the St. Lambert Cup and the flags around the American and Canadian flags. Marblehead plays an exchange every year with the hockey teams from St. Lambert, and this would have been the weekend for them to go up there, and unfortunately, again, for the second year because of COVID, that was not able to happen. So a nice moment, as you can see here. These players, all of which but one, have participated in the exchange. Long time players in Marblehead youth hockey been in that exchange, and nice moment for them to try and get together and celebrate that exchange, which is now over 50 years old. So we've got a stoppage in play, and not exactly sure what's going on. They're maybe checking the timing of the penalty. So there's still 46 seconds left on the Beverly penalty as Marblehead starts on the power play in the third, and there's one that's cleared all the way down. Hogan Sedke will circle his own net, and he will now leave it for Aiden Ryan, who will come out with speed through the neutral zone, leaves it behind, unfortunately, on the freshly Zamboni'd ice, and Cook able to put it down deep. Ryan comes out to Hart. And not a lot of long passes working right now on this ice, and Hart has it stolen, but Austin Bernard can't get anywhere with it, but Beverly going to be able to work off the rest of this power play. Karen will try and flip it, but it comes right out in front. And Beverly with it behind the net. They're back at full strength. There's a puck that's tipped, and now an opportunity as Leveroni comes over. The play is onside, but Marblehead can't get anything going there. And Headers with a 3-0 lead are perfectly happy to have the first 5 or so minutes just be a tractor pull here and have the puck really not slide and not let Beverly get any offensive chances going. Now here's Locke with a chance. Feingold with the tip. Feingold tries to leave it back out in front for Christopher Locke. Now the other way, Bikini comes in, is taken down, puck out in front, and the shot and the score. Beverly gets on the board with the puck from out behind the net that gets by Peters, and I believe that's going to be Jeff Hallinan with the score for Peabody. I'm sorry, for Beverly. Apologies. As Beverly on the board with a goal with 12:53 left to go. We'll listen for the announcement. I believe that's going to be Hallinan. 12:53 remaining on the clock. And Marblehead looking for an explanation of what did or didn't happen behind the net, but it's a good goal, and we're going to play on. So Beverly cuts the Marblehead lead to 2. And off the face-off, Matty Titus able to get it in deep, but Capichetti can't handle it, and now a puck right back out in front. Leveroni trying to get something on it. Now Aiden Jalbert will put it back in. Puck sticks on the ice. I'm able to barely hear. They gave an assist to 8, which makes sense. Puck comes back out to center ice. Now it's taken 2-on-1 possible. Puck comes in and just rolls in on Peters. Leveroni back checking all the way and was just able to, he and Aiden Jalbert were able to just hold that up enough to remove any chance of a good Beverly shot to come in on that. But it was another good play by the Panthers, and they've had a couple now. This one comes in. Lyndon Dyer plays it behind the net, just tries to give it up to Locke, knows he's going to take the hit and did. Now the little chip pass, and Chris Locke coming with speed, able to get around one defender. Puck comes in, a little bit of a scramble with the D, and we're going to have a penalty interference on Beverly as Christopher Locke got a big head of speed going and was able to get a net rush going, and they're going to call Jackson Thomas for interference on the play. So Marblehead back to the power play with 11:49 left to go in the third. Chris Locke will take the face-off. Marblehead able to win it this time. Aiden Jalbert gets it down to Feingold. In the middle, the shot, and Locke with the good one-timer from the bumper, and Jimmy O'Connell able to make a nice save for Beverly. O'Connell has worked hard. Don't have the shots total, but he's worked hard today to keep the Panthers in this. But Beverly able to win the faceoff once again and get it all the way down into the Marblehead zone. Marblehead will circle now. Connor Jalbert gets it from his brother Aiden. He'll take it into the zone, goes around the D, circles, puts it back to Aiden at the point. Aiden will get it into Feingold. Feingold looks, tries to get it in. Now Aiden Jalbert, who's pinched in, will keep it in. Laramie puts it across the crease, and this one is backhanded out by Meza. Chased by Cook on Aiden Jalbert, and Jalbert's just going to get it over to his brother, but Connor can't handle it. But then again, neither can Austin Bernard, and Marblehead will get it down in deep, but I believe they're going to call icing on that, as the down in deep came from behind the Marblehead side of the blue line. So it's an icing. Faceoff will come all the way back to the left of Nick Peters. Peters has played well today. Just gave up the goal a bit ago to Hallinan, and Marblehead will take it and start with Kyle Hart getting the pass. His shot in on O'Connell. O'Connell's just going to hang on for the faceoff. Meanwhile, Bikini is looking questioningly at the ref because Hayden Leveroni whacked the stick out of his hands at center ice. Hart will take the draw, and this time it's Bikini winning. But pass comes right back to the point. Sedke able to keep it in. Aiden Ryan, they back off him for a sec. He'll get a shot in, but Jimmy O'Connell able to see it all the way and able to hang on to it for the face-off, which Kyle Hart is able to win. Now Karen able to get it in deep. Back to Leveroni. Leveroni with the couple of whacks, able to get it in deep, and Aiden Ryan with a chance there. Now Ryan will leave it. Karen, his shot hits somebody going through. I believe that might have been Austin Bernard, and goes up. Sorry, no, that was Gavin Lawrence. I think it hit, and it went up into the netting. Just 2 seconds left on the face-off, so Marblehead putting out what will amount to a regular line. And the face-off dribbles toward the Beverly net, but Panthers are able to get it out of trouble. Cam Patrick knocks it back down, but it's going to be called for offside at the line, or a hand pass, either one, because Patrick hit it with his hand, but possible he didn't play it again next, which you can only do in your defensive zone. 9:41 left to go. And Feingold takes it, gets it deep. Puck bounces around. Laramie is first to it, and a chance in the far side of the crease for Laramie. Now, here comes Beverly. This is Alvis. He'll put it in. It's poked away by Peters. Puck comes back out in front. Good back check by Chris Locke. He'll go the other way now, but still has pressure on him. Cam Patrick comes in to provide another body, but Beverly able to loosen the puck, but now Locke able to kick it up onto his skates. But behind the play, we're going to have a penalty as Cam Patrick is going to get a call for tripping, as Jack Cameron was moving his feet behind the net in the offensive zone, and Patrick took him down. So with a 2-goal lead and 9:04 left to play, Marblehead's going to have to fend off a penalty here. And right off the bat, there's a shot, just goes wide. And Marblehead able to just get it out. Andy Titus with a good kill there. And Connor Jalbert wants the makeup call there. Not going to get it as puck comes back into the zone. Good job by the Marblehead penalty kill here as Connor Jalbert chasing it down deep. He's going to tie up a couple of Beverly players, but Lawrence was in there, and then finally Cook able to come out with it. Puck sticks again, and Beverly will be able to get it out to center ice. They'll get it in deep, and this one's going to come in on Peters, and Beverly takes a whack at it. I believe that was Thomas, hoping that Peters would give up a rebound, but he did not. And so it was safely held for the faceoff. 1:18 left to go on the penalty, 8:21 in the third. Marblehead with the 3-1 lead. And off the draw, comes out, is taken in the slot toward the net. Backhander is held onto. Thomas was there. Jackson Thomas with the backhand, and he and Hogan Sedke exchanging a few pleasantries afterwards. And Peters able to tie it up for the faceoff. Puck comes back out. Beverly able to keep it in, but now Sedke gets it behind the net and whipped around, and Feingold just took a whack at it but was unable to get it out. And now the shot, and Peters with the glove save. Nick Peters flashed the glove up as a good opportunity for Meza from just inside the blue line. Good wrist shot that was headed for the top half of the net, and Nick Peters with the save. So now Locke is thrown out of the draw. Feingold will come in. Locke comes over to try and play it. Now here's an opportunity as Aiden Jalbert takes it up, and then he's just going to put it in deep and force Beverly to come all the way. Comes into Jalbert's skates, and his brother Connor able to flip it down deeper. 30 seconds left to go on the power play for Beverly. Pass comes across to Meza. Meza will leave it back. Lawrence with the shot. Good tip attempt, but it went into the corner. Now a little weave and back up to the top. There's a shot blocked coming through. Marblehead can't clear it though. Beverly with a shot that goes wide. Aiden Jalbert trying to clear it. This one comes flying through, and now a chance. That one goes high off the crossbar. Might not have been a good goal anyway. And there's a shot. Believe that was Aiden Jalbert with a sliding save. And now Aiden Ryan works it out. And Leveroni with it. He'll put it in the corner. believe Aiden Jalbert just making a terrific defensive play. Now Sedke, Leveroni knocked down in front. Sedke with it behind the net. He'll try and put it out in front. Now he'll get it back, and this one goes up and into the netting as Hogan Sedke really trying to create something, moving down from his defenseman position on, get a little bit of offensive going. Hogan Sedke, an offensive defenseman for Marblehead, a goal and 9 assists on the year for 10 points for the Headers. Now Karen will get it down in deep. Comes out of the fray with the puck. James Karen just has it go off his stick. And now here's an opportunity. This is Bikini. His shot whistled over the net. Kept in at the point. And now an opportunity, and Peters is just going to throw the glove on it and hold up for the whistle. 5:57 left to go. 3-1. And played around. Orlandella trying to free it up for Beverly, and now they'll get it back to the point. Massa with a shot through, hit somebody going through, and there's another opportunity into the pile, and Nick Peters somehow able to see that and hang on to it for the faceoff. So good job today by Peters. Peters had the 4-0 shutout over Beverly in Marblehead's first win of the year, and he does not seem to be fazed by the black and orange on the season. Marblehead trying to get it up. Feingold hit from behind. Marblehead's going to go on the power play, and the whistle blows, as that could be any one of a number of calls, but I think it's going to be cross-check. And Marblehead will go on the power play with 5:19 left to go. Leading 3-1. The only goal of this period is Beverly's. It was Jeff Hallinan. And now Karen gets it down low. This is Leveroni behind the net. Leveroni will play it over to Aiden Ryan. But this one is whistled around, saved by Sedke. But now puck is out, but James Karen comes back for it as Cameron Cook was lurking, and now he gets another stick on the puck at center ice and sends it in deep. Meza is chasing. Karen will get it aside. Leveroni calmly plays Meza to the boards, and now James Karen will bring it through center ice. He'll drop it. Aiden Ryan will step in. The shot just misses, and it's going to come all the way out. And now another opportunity, Bernard, but Sedke with the nice stick to play it away from him. Leveroni takes the check, and now Marblehead able to keep it in at the line. Leveroni gets it in, and the rebound and the score. It's Kyle Hart on the power play. Leveroni just threw it toward the net, and O'Connell made the save but left the rebound right there. And Kyle Hart was there, the freshman, getting the power play goal and making it 4-1 Marblehead. That is Kyle Hart's third goal of the year. It's a power play goal with 4:19 left to go. And almost certainly going to be from Leveroni. I don't know if they'll give a second assist. And now a timeout called, I assume, by Beverly. I was not. I was looking down and writing. So two power play goals for Marblehead. That's another significant evolution for the Headers this year. Their power play has struggled all year long and able to come up with 2 man advantage goals. They gave the assist to Sedke, but it was Leveroni's shot from the point. And I could definitely see Sedke was in the mix there, maybe giving it to Leveroni. I could see 2 assists there, but from my eyes, up where we are in the balcony, it looked like Leveroni's shot. O'Connell saved it, and then Hart pounced on the rebound. Off the draw, it is taken quickly by the Headers and dumped in. Now Feingold with a quick stick, able to come up with the puck. It's a shot in. O'Connell doesn't quite know where it is, but he also is able to hang on to it for the whistle. O'Connell is a junior, and he's played in both Marblehead games this year. Now Locke wins the faceoff to the side, but Beverly able to clear it out. Matty Titus will bring it around his own net. Can't quite get it out. Kept in for the moment by Beverly, but now Aiden Jalbert will come play it to himself, take it out of trouble. Feingold is onside as Aiden Jalbert will just play it down in deep. But now a chance in front, and this will come all the way back out. Matty Titus will just play it in. Puck almost had an opportunity to get to Carter Laramie. Now Jalbert with the puck. He's trying to go to Matty Titus, but that one is just knocked away by Lawrence. And Marblehead will have to clear, and they'll get it right back in. Connor Jalbert with a nice move, tries to go short side, can't. Kept in by Connor Sheridan. And now Sedke can't stop it at the point, but he's able to swipe it away from Cameron Cook. And that's going to be icing as Dyer knocks it all the way down. So 2:49 left to go. Marblehead with the 4-1 lead in a game they're very much hoping to win. Marblehead goes to the Newburyport Bank tournament starting tomorrow. They will play the number 1 team in Division 4, Norwell, tomorrow. There's a shot that goes wide off the faceoff. And back out. Hart battling for it, but has it taken away and knocked back in. Matty Titus will come all the way out. Drake Wyman with it now. Wyman will get it in deep in the corner. Marblehead will go chase it. Puck comes all the way out, but Aiden Jalbert will handle it at his own blue line and softly get it up, so there's no icing. Now here's a chance for Cook. Cook will play it over to Meza. His shot goes off the side of the net. And Marblehead happy to just clear it and reset, take the whistle for icing with 2:02 left to go. So as we said, Marblehead going to the Newburyport Bank tournament. They'll play Norwell tomorrow, which is Sunday. Then on Tuesday, they will play either the championship or the consolation, and they will face either Triton or Lowell in that game. As this one is again cleared around, that will be iced. Just a Headers hockey programming note. If you've watched us on YouTube, we will not be having those games for you from the Newburyport Bank tournament, so there will be a little bit of a blackout for those 2 games, and hopefully we'll be back with you for the MIAA Division II boys playoff beginning in the next week or so. Beverly dumps it down in, and I think they did it from behind their blue line, so it looks like it's going to be icing. And for those of you watching live who on YouTube who can't get enough hockey, if you want to stay with us, you can find on the Headers Hockey channel page the Marblehead girls game coming up right after the conclusion of this game as well. Puck is out and just back to the blue line, and here's a rush by Feingold. He's got Andy Titus with him, tries to drop it for Titus, but can't. Now Aiden LeBlanc for Beverly tries to get it up. Locke is back. Beverly manages to keep it in at the point. This is Tim Carter for Beverly. Puck comes around, but still not out. Dyer with it. He'll work it over to Andy Titus. Titus tries to go cross ice, but this one's actually going to come in for a shot. So nice angles there from Andy Titus. This one is intercepted by Aiden Ryan. Under a minute left to go. On the sideboards, this is Jacob Eisenman. Battling for it, trying to keep the puck under wraps. And now Connor Jalbert will circle with it and bring it back in. Jalbert will just throw it on net, and O'Connell is going to grab it and hang on to it for the faceoff. 28.8 seconds left to go. And so another good effort by the Panthers. As we said, they're 4-1-1 since Jim Sasso took over. They will almost certainly make the Division II tournament, but trying to improve their seeding. But it does look like they will fall to 7-10-1 on the year, and Marblehead looks like they will go back up over 500 to 8-7-2. 14 seconds left to go. And one last chance for Meza. He'll try and connect with Cook. Puck comes back to Meza, but Aiden Jalbert able to just get a stick on it. And that is going to do it. Final buzzer sounds, and that is the game. So Marblehead breaks it open in the second period, and the two teams trade goals in the third to wind up with a 4-1 final for the Headers. Marblehead goals by James Caron, Eli Feingold, Hayden Leveroni, and Kyle Hart. And the lone goal for Beverly from Jeff Hallinan. That is going to do it for us here on Headers Hockey. As I said, if you can't get enough hockey, then find the channel page and stick around, because we'll have the Marblehead girls in a doubleheader matchup coming up. They take on Newburyport in just a few minutes. So until then, for everybody at Headers Hockey, I'd like to thank MHTV's John Caswell for running the camera this afternoon, and thank all of you for watching. For Headers Hockey, I'm Steve Clay, saying once again, thanks for joining in your final score. Marblehead 4 and Beverly 1.